Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to noon Central. From the 10th Annual Lone Star Throwdown in Conroe, Texas, this is the award-winning car talk show In Wheel Time, your go-to all things automotive place. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, Jeff Zekin, and Chief Engineer David Ainsley. Don Armstrong here. So glad that you could join us. Boy, I'll tell you what, this has turned into quite the morning, because last year we were doing the show from noon until 2. And it was understandable that we would have this massive traffic jam right in front of our broadcast booth. But at this early in the morning, and to us it's still early in the morning, we have lots and lots of drive-bys, if you will. Now this is drive-by lane here headed up toward the judging. And so that's why there's this constant stream of traffic running by. And I like the paint job on the wheels and tires on this truck coming here. Lonnie, I think that you might want to tell us what you think about that.
I don't know.
That looks like oh my gosh, rebar tied to a tube, welded
with
to a factory wheel.
Hey Don, do you
They
see?
need spinners on
Look
them.
at the exhaust, belt box.
Dude.
And he's just coming back from judging, too.
No, he's headed to judging.
Says don't hate the hybrid on the back of it.
Don't hate the hybrid.
You want to do any man on the street?
Lonnie Ford, not right in this instant. Lonnie Ford, who is half of the Lone Star Throwdown. Radar, his other half, Todd Hendricks, is out gallivanting around looking for something, and he's not going to find it because it's all right here. This is what's really happening. Well, I'll tell you what, there certainly has been a stream of new vehicles. There's so many that I have not seen in shows past. And I guess that really is kind of the trend here. I mean, yes, there are some duplicates, just like you would have in any kind of a showdown or any kind of a cruise-in. But there's a lot of new stuff here, and these guys clearly are proud, like the one that just went by with the baskets on the wheels. That was clearly that, dude. You can't get any better than that, especially the mailbox exhaust tip.
You like that?
I did. I thought it was clever, and a lot of ingenuity there. So one of the things that I have noticed is that there are some minor modifications to a lot of what looks like everyday drivers. But the one thing that is always a modification are the wheels. It's the easiest thing, I guess, that you can do, so why not do it?
Yep.
My question is, what happens to all of those stock factory wheels that you take off?
Little wheel shops.
What? What did you say?
Little wheel shops.
Little
around
wheel
the corner.
shops.
Yeah, the one down on the corner.
So, what do you? I mean, I don't really know, to be honest with you.
I bought a set of them
And I did too.
from a dealership to put on my daily driver on my Yukon. What's on there is a set of 2017 takeoffs.
And how much did those cost you?
I'm not going to give up how much I paid for them, but it wasn't very much.
The other thing
Was it? Hold on, just a minute.
Okay.
Was it less than half of what they would normally cost?
Oh, way less than half of what it would normally cost. It was probably less than what it would have cost me to put 2 tires on the car.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So 2 tires on a truck, that would be like $500.
Thereabouts.
Got it.
And then I got the takeoffs, which were wheels and tires to put on my Yukon.
And were the tires in good shape?
Brand new, because they're brand spanking new. I mean, I was looking to replace wore-out tires on my truck, and Angie didn't like the 22s that were on it, so I took those off and put a set of.
And what did you do with those? Sold them?
Sold those.
You traded them in?
No. Just sold them a garage sale.
And that's what I do on the dually, on the one that we pull the garage gear trailer with. When I need tires for it, I go and I get takeoffs like from All Out or wherever.
Right.
And to get tires for all 6 wheels is the same price that I can get brand new takeoffs that have no miles on them, and I get a wheel, tire, the tire sensor, and brand new center caps. I take my wheels, I put them on Facebook Marketplace. I sell them, make money, and it's cheaper to buy everything off the takeoff.
Yep.
I shouldn't have probably put that out there because now everybody's going to do the same thing. So that's how I end up getting new tires when I need new tires.
And there's so many places that have takeoffs that are looking for an avenue to sell them as well.
Yeah, just want to get rid of them because a lot of guys don't save the factory wheels. I'm a factory wheel save guy, so I when I buy an up model, I always keep factory so I can throw factories on it for.
And if you've got a wheel and tire shop that's selling 500 sets of wheels and tires a month, what do they do with the takeoffs? They're always looking for an avenue to sell them.
Man, maybe that's what I should do for my Corvette.
That's a different market, but yeah, it's a possibility. You've already got yours aren't factory wheels anyhow. At least
no, they're not
factory for your year.
And the other problem is with mine is they're staggered.
Smaller in the front and bigger in the back.
Yeah, and what I've found is because I was kind of looking at tires, and the problem is that they make the backs, but they don't make the fronts. Not at my price.
Oh, well, no, not at your price.
Well, no, I don't need Z-rated high-speed tires.
That is gorgeous.
Woo! That is gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Yes. There's a gal that we just.
Good. That is gorgeous.
Look at that paint.
Jeffrey,
look at those wheels.
You're showing it. Okay.
That is just
It's
absolutely.
not only that, but it's a fleet side. And that's actually not a factory fleet side, but I love the look of that.
Just absolutely stunning, beautiful.
Isn't
it?
That is all custom side. That's not a cameo, is it?
I don't know.
No, that's beautiful.
It looked like a cameo bed.
Yeah, it
smells
like
good. You smell it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good fuel.
Uh-huh. Is that legal fuel?
Racing fuel in the morning.
That's racing fuel.
Jeff, have you decided to join us finally?
I did.
I know.
Well, I'm
I
glad
can't
to
hear
that.
anything, but I'm here.
Well, that's okay. You can hear me, apparently.
And you can hear Lumpy right.
Is
right
that an
back
old
there.
S10?
Yes, it is.
That's an
Blazer.
old S10.
With a big old lumpy cam in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's cars for everybody here. You know, now we're starting to see more and more of the Jeeps drive by as well. And, you know, Jeeps, some of the most accessorized vehicles in the industry.
Well, because they're easy.
Yeah.
All that stuff just bolt on, bolt off. It's impressive.
And
The ease of it and the abundance of all of the different things that you can put on it or take off of the old one.
And then
I saw another a Jeep the other day that they had no fenders, no fender flares, nothing. It was just the bare body.
just a mudslinger.
Yeah, and because the wheels were hanging way out of the side of it. Pretty interesting. This one here's got a lot of money in it.
Oh yeah.
So.
Look at the exhaust.
But looking at the suspension and the way that you,
See, they do nose up the differential.
See, it
to
has a
work on
blow
those
through.
angles.
I didn't see it.
If you look through the tailgate, the no tailgate, it's blown through the cab and the bed, so they cut it out. So that's what they consider a blow through. So all the speakers and everything, all the subwoofers are in the bed of the truck, and there's a hole cut through to the cab.
So you can hear it.
So you
I
get
call
the
that
sound,
loud.
Get
Loud.
the bass.
It's got the loud hole.
It's all
in
about
it.
the bass. But I can't sing that song.
Yeah, I was
it's a
gonna
cool
say.
song, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, we had rehearsal
Hit the
last
chorus.
night, and it wasn't this loud. This is pretty loud.
It is pretty loud. Well, if it's not the stereo that kills you, it's the exhaust. But I mean,
the smell of the race gas.
Is that what that is?
That's what some of it was a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's
Where that
what that-
CTSV drove by, you could
Yeah.
smell his race
yeah,
gas.
he was
as
running
well.
a little rich.
I think he was running some.
This is. By the way, while we're kind of in a little bit of a lull here, can we go ahead and do your This Week in Auto History?
Okay. We'll get Jeffrey out here and
Jeffrey-
talk a little bit about
Jeffrey's here.
I'm right here.
What do you need him for?
this week's. Well, because he's got to run the
got a
video
video.
for it.
Oh, you can
You
run
know-
it from way over there?
And since we're here at LST, in 1893, Rudolf Diesel received a patent for the diesel engine this week. So the diesel
1893.
engine in 1893 was originally patented
Nice.
as a diesel engine.
Nice.
And thanks, Morris. In 1923, Chevrolet built their 1 millionth vehicle this week. So, and now you're talking, they're in the 30 million range. In 1936, Ferdinand Porsche introduced the Volkswagen to the world, and went on to introduce Porsche later in his life. But he had worked for the German military, and they wanted to have the people's car out, and that was the Volkswagen. And the very first Volkswagen's a little bit different than the Bug that we kind of came to know. That evolved.
That original one was, to be honest with you, is ugly.
Yes, it was. And then in 1937, this week, Roger Penske was born. You look at Roger Penske today, and he's not only owned a variety of race cars, he's driven a variety of race cars. Roger Penske as a driver goes all the way back to the original Trans Am and Can-Am series.
And let me just say
of
this
the 60s
about
and 70s.
that. I had a chance to meet Roger Penske. What a nice guy. Put his hand out.
The captain.
I said, Mr. Penske, just wanted to shake your hands. Well, thank you very much. What's your name? He didn't know me from Adam. He didn't have to do that.
I heard that he's got a fantastic memory, that he knows a lot of people's first names that work for him.
Casey
that he might
Kasem was
see
that
in a
way.
year.
Yeah.
And just has that kind of recall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you look at all the different cars he's had. You got to remember, Roger Penske was Mark Donahue when he had that blue Camaro that ran Trans Am.
Yep.
Roger Penske ran a series of American Motors cars in Trans Am when he went with the Javelin in Trans Am. He also did the AMC Matador.
I remember that.
In 73, 74-ish time frame. And then, and then he's moved on. He's had 6 Indy 500 winners. Mark Mears drove, Mears drove for him forever. Now he, last year he had the championship IMSA sports car with the Acura. So, he's reached everywhere he's wanted to and has been extremely successful. In 1954, this week, the Ford Thunderbird prototype was born. And it wasn't until the 55 model year when the Thunderbird was sold publicly with a V8. Okay. There was a series, pretty big series of Roger Penske cars in there. So we'll kind of get through. The original Thunderbird sold for under $3,000, and for a drop top, and it was introduced 2 years after the Corvette. And then
is this a long?
No, one more. The last one is in 2008 is when Boyd Coddington passed away. And Boyd Coddington, the car customizer.
I know who he is. Was not a fan.
Well, yeah, but you think about how many people Boyd Coddington launched into the industry.
Thank God.
And
he launched them right out the door.
Well, he went through a lot of folks, but Chip.
What an ass.
Chip.
He was a total ass, Boyd Coddington.
And that's why
Did you ever watch his show?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
what
that's
a
why
complete jerk.
It's TV, though.
No, that's the way he was. Chip Foose is one of his.
Chip Foose came out of the Coddington.
Ugh.
The Coddington.
There's
garage,
no reason to be that nasty.
And Foose is a wonderful guy. Foose, everything I've heard, I've never met him.
We've talked to him on the air. He's a very nice guy.
So
but you could see why he would get away from Boyd Coddington. Boyd Coddington was a talented guy, but you don't have to be a total ass to be talented. What is up with that?
And that's this week in auto history.
Yeah.
Pretty well wraps it up.
What a way to wrap it up.
I guess that'll be the last time we'll hear about Boyd Coddington on this show, which would be fine with me. What is this? Is this a 59 Chevrolet?
I have to look at the tail light. 59 or a 60. Yeah. 59 will have the cat eye. 60 will have the separate lights. That's a 59. I can see it's already got the cat eyes.
Well, I sure do like the car. Back
beautiful.
when it was new,
no, that's a 60 with the single lights.
When it was new, I did not like the look of it.
The bubble back glass and the fender skirts, factory. Yeah.
That's the whole rocket.
That's a gorgeous car. Pretty well done as well.
I appreciate the car. Not a fan.
No.
Would I buy it? No, absolutely not. I would buy that pickup truck, though. Holy Toledo.
What's that, 58 and up? 58, 59?
It sure is pretty.
Yeah, it is. Sounds good, too.
It does.
Probably LS.
And I do like the hooks for the tailgate.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you?
I do. That's old school, bud.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You just go ahead and you do away with those.
And here's
screw it
another
all
early
up.
K5 Blazer, a real early one because the full top comes off.
Yes.
You know, you got to remember mid-season on that, the door frame stayed in place, and the top just came off the back. That sounds gorgeous
Here
as
comes
well.
Don's car.
Which one?
69 Camaro.
Oh my God.
Z28.
Yeah, I don't know as if I.
Don's heart is beating fast.
It is. It's had some body work done to it, but it
That's all right.
doesn't make any
Suspension
difference.
work to it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a cigarette now?
Yeah, I do. But now that's only after I get to drive it. That would be the cigarette. Right now, it'd just be a shot of tequila. Is that an original Pace truck?
Says it's official truck.
Yeah.
Official.
Yeah, official.
Love the patina.
Never.
Nice. Probably for a reason.
He hurt.
Okay. It's fun to sit here. Actually, what we could do is is that camera on, Jeff? That shows all that stuff going by. Because what we could do is we could just sit here. Now we would have to probably turn off the speakers, but we could sit here and we could talk about how wonderful the car is, or look at that, or look at the door fitment, or
You could do a
the
man on the
paint
street.
job. No, I don't want to die.
Don't see too many Toyotas come through here.
No.
Like the new Tundras. I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah.
But considering the popularity of that, you really don't see a whole lot of them upfitted
That's
like
just
that.
as well.
You see a lot of Super Duties. Ford
Oh, yeah.
Super Duty is
Well,
like the of the big trucks.
The Ford and the Ram. See tons of them.
You know, I've driven a lot of Tundras. Just not a fan.
Not a fan?
No, I'm
They
not.
are gas hogs, too.
I've always had Fords.
Yeah, and it's either got to be a Ford, a Chevy, or a Ram.
It's got a lot of cam in that one.
See that's some fun stuff.
Show winner.
Show winner, yeah. That's a Don Armstrong truck.
Show enough.
Now here comes Lonnie's truck down behind you back here. Yeah.
Yeah, where is yours?
Mine's over there by the garage gear booth. When y'all get done with this, go over there, and then I'll show y'all mine.
Okay.
I'll let y'all hear it.
We'll take a tour.
And I'll let y'all smell it.
The new one?
No,
the truck
my
you're
old one.
talking about the truck,
Yeah, the
right?
one with the build. I have a 440 in it. It's a dart block, stroked out to.
Mars got it, but he's the only
I
one.
know. I went right past it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some big wheels there. Is that some
30s.
33s?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey.
We like your truck. Very nice. Good job. You passed with flying colors. How big's the lift? Yeah?
Jeez.
It's got Illinois plates.
Illinois.
Well, thanks for coming all the way from Illinois.
Chicago, she says.
Well,
Chicago.
That's in Illinois.
Well,
Chi-town.
everybody's getting out
Well,
of
I just
Chicago
don't go
and
around
coming
looking
here.
for those kind of trucks in Chicago.
Because that's why they're here.
Exactly.
You see all the sponsors on the back window.
Well, that's what lets them do what they do.
And they
know,
do
It's weird
so
when
well.
you don't see one without the floating caps.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
now I
It's
see the
becoming
logo
that, yeah.
going. I'm used to now seeing the logo staying still. So
So
now I
when
need some for the dually. I need some floating
right.
caps.
What's
that-
involved?
That put LST on it.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
an
So-
add-on to any wheel?
Yeah.
No, you buy the center cap. So you replace the factory center cap with that.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So it's the outer ring that snaps in, and then the center
Yep.
part
It's
of
on a
it
ball
just
bearing.
stays.
It's on a bearing.
Yep, it's a bearing in there.
Yeah, okay.
And
I like
actually,
that
first
right there.
first place I looked at that was on some BMW cars, and now I'm seeing it on these trucks.
Yeah.
BMW, custom,
Yeah.
aftermarket stuff. Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen one of those from the factory.
No. It's the custom work.
You know, the other thing that I see a lot of are custom headlights. Those things are not cheap.
No.
All the neon work on
Well,
them.
not that necessarily, but I mean the LED part of it. Yeah. I mean, there's every kind of flavor that you could possibly. I like those. Those are really good looking. But those things are really expensive. We were talking about your headlights. We like your headlights. Just saying. If I had the microphone, I'd have stuck it in there and asked him, how much do those things cost you?
Oh, probably $1,000.
Next one.
What'd you say?
We'll ask the next one that comes by.
Okay. Now, here's an old school Toyota. We can't hear Lonnie. Say again?
Some of those headlights can be, $1,500 a headlight. Yeah. They could be $3,000.
Man,
because they actually take a brand new factory headlight and heat them up, and then they open them up.
Oh, yeah, I've
and
seen
they
that.
change everything inside of them.
Oh, okay.
They'll put logos.
Yeah, the LEDs,
if you look at some of them, they
colorize
have their company logo or their truck club or
Inside.
their anything inside of it, and they'll change the background color. Just about anything you can want to do. I mean, there's plenty of custom headlight guys that are out there.
See, I'm more of the aftermarket kind of guy. Bolt off, bolt on.
Well, those do bolt off and bolt on.
No, I know, but that's still the stock look.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go to all that trouble, I want a custom look. I want to make it mine, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that stock look in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, everybody tries to be not stock.
I like to be different.
Make it unique
as you've
to your
noticed.
own.
And it's hard to be different because it's so many different variants to everything.
Who is the biggest truck aftermarket supplier? Who is that? That has the J.C. Whitney catalog that's about that thick
We got a question
that
for
you could order
I bet
anything
it would be.
and everything.
I bet it would be Summit now.
Go ahead, Jeff.
How much are the headlights that you put on this?
They're stock.
The stock ones or the painted?
They're stock, Jeff.
These are stock?
Well, they're painted. They're just
They're painted.
Okay. But they're stock headlights.
they're stock headlights that are painted.
You need to hold the microphone up to his mouth so we can hear him.
There you go.
Yeah, they're stock headlights that are painted. They were about $250 to paint them.
Very
wow.
good.
There you go. Thanks. Enjoy the show.
Nice look. Nice look. Thank you.
He'll find some more.
It's microphone etiquette, but whatever. We don't care
We're
about
going to
any
send
of that.
Jeff to school.
Yeah, we don't care anything of. Here comes Suelo Mob.
It's school day today.
I learned a few weeks back, just recently, that be very careful of what you say when you don't know what you're saying. Because I don't know what SUELO stands for. I don't know what that means. But I learned a few weeks back.
It'll get your butt beat sometime.
a few weeks ago that I have, what has a meaning in English does not have the same meaning in Spanish. I think that you were with us when we were talking to the Lingenfelters up there.
With the Mitsubishi.
Yes, that.
Pajero.
Yeah. But the Pajero means something completely different. So just saying, for those that speak Spanish, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Lifted seems to be the way to go. Why is that?
How do you get in that thing way up there?
Climb.
Yeah. This wide body won't get up there. I need an elevator.
You're yelling.
Forklift.
You're yelling, and we can
they can hear me.
They can hear you.
Oh, okay. So you get a fair drop, still to not drop.
We need to take a break and wrap this thing up. So we invite you to stay with us. Thanks for joining us on today's In Wheel Time Car Show, coming to you live from the 10th annual Lone Star Throwdown here at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. Back after this.
Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, March 20th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone is invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods, all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off at a friends and family event at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupi founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, March 20th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, March 20th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy, weather permitting. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000. and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@nwheeltime.com. If you're in charge of your company's small, medium, or large business anywhere in the U.S., let the On Hold Company help you retain customers and promote your business on your telephone system. Promote special sales or company info when placed on hold. The On Hold Company provides custom on-hold messages with professional male or female voices, licensed background music with no long-term contract, no monthly recurring bill, and updates your messages as needed. Call the On Hold Company at 713-223-HOLD or go to onhold.net.
Before we leave today, I wanted to give you one little bit of information. Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company agreed to buy Cooper Tire and Rubber for about $2.8 billion, strengthening its position in the North American tire market and almost doubling its presence in China, where auto sales are surging again. Cooper shareholders will receive $41.75 a share in cash at the close of this sale beginning on February the 19th. And the Cherokee Nation said it's time for corporations such as Jeep and sports franchises to retire the use of Native American names and imagery. Jeep has used the Cherokee tag for nearly 50 years, and its Grand Cherokee has been a top seller for the off-road adventure brand. Well, that's it for this episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. Hey, when you're on Facebook, please give us a like, tell your friends about us, and then share our junk if you don't mind. You'll get Conrad's unicorn hunting features all week long with all things automotive. The In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitch, and on InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available on Pandora, Amazon, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, Google Podcast, and Podcast Addict. Special thanks to all of our guests today here at the Lone Star Throwdown, especially Mr. Lonnie Ford and his partner, Todd Hendricks. The In Wheel Time Chief Engineer is the fabulous David Ainsley. Our video technical director, sales and marketing man is Mr. Jeffrey Zekin. And this week's In Wheel Time Car Show is produced and directed by the Houston Weathermen and Women. Thank you for letting the rain stay away. For booking agent and podcast man Mike Out of This World Mars, his royalty King Conrad DeLong, I'm Don Armstrong saying so long for now, and we hope you'll join us for our next live show next Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time, right here on the Smoke and Mirrors Network.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Thanks for being part of the In Wheel Time family. Mask up, stay healthy, and so long for now, everybody.
Have fun.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to noon Central on Facebook, YouTube, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, TuneIn, Google Podcast, and Podcast Addict. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.